with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal, when I put my foot on, I got to put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hey, 25! I got you, boy.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And it's taken in at the 9. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Shit.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
70, Indy. Two-jet bombers. Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He completes it to Evans. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Set. 30 base.
On third down, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's complete to Williams. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two. Hey, Delta. Army.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ben Braunecker, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Robbie Anderson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger target.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. 3rd down here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Go! Let's go! 18.
First down, Chargers. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chargers 14.
Mike,
Falcons 7.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
On 1st down, Herbert is going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
To throw again, Herbert. It's a loss of 7, and now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Herbert. And an alley to run. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
58, right over there, right over there.
Ryan. Caught by Jones. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
54, stop! Ready to go!
From the 41, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
21! 49! Alpha!
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set, ready? Man, 30 base. Ready?
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Evans. His 11th touchdown of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Well, this is caught by Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Zoo.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
69, ready, Mike, 49, guys, Mike, 49.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ryan now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on third down, Herbert. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught by Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 30.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
36.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play action. Ryan. Jones has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go, baby. Let's go,
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He completes it to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a...
And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
First down, Chargers.
Off play action. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 30. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go! 15 line. 15 line. Go! 5.
They'll run on first down. Slade, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
116, 116. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Gun.
Now Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
To throw again is Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Ryan. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there. His guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On 3rd down, Slade. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Williams to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Express, go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Melvin Ingram. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. Past the 20. 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Falcons 14.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
51,
Throwing again. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
On the set.
Check, 45 the mic. I'm coming.
Get it.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down. Today's final score,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.